Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's me, Pam, better known as Miss 58. First off, let me extend a welcome to anyone that's new or reoccurring. I appreciate you both for stopping by, and hopefully you guys will continue to hang out with me while we get through this video. If you're interested in wanting to know how I got this look using the Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette, then stay tuned. Hey guys, okay, welcome back. We're gonna go ahead and jump right on into this tutorial here. Just for the sake of time, as usual, I went ahead and I did my brows off camera. So today I decided I'm gonna go ahead and work out of the Huda Beauty palette again. I know I've done work out of this palette on a couple of occasions. But I'm going to do another one today, and it's going to be fairly simple. Again, like I said, this is nothing major. I'm just sitting here getting myself together before I leave the house and go run to take care of a few things. That's all better yet. Why not go ahead and film a video while I'm getting myself together? So the first thing I'm going to do, though, is prime my eyelids. And I always use this, of course, because it takes care of my hyperpigmentation on the eyelid itself. And, you know, in a bright shade, so my eyeshadows would stand out a little bit more. And this is by Too Faced in the shade medium. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of this on my eyelid. Okay, not too much, not too much, just a little. And I'm going to go in with a kind of a dense brush and take care of that and blend this out, okay? Now, of course, I only applied this to my lid area, and I combine this color with what I've already um, defined my brows underneath with, okay? So I'm going to go in with a little Sasha Buttercup setting powder here, and I'm going to set this so I won't have no creasing in my lid uh, throughout the process of my eyeshadow look for the day. And as I'm setting my lid, I'm also setting under the brow bone. You know, kind of killing two birds with one stone, right? Okay, now that that's out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and grab my Huda Beauty palette here. And like I said, the look is going to be fairly simple. Miss Pam is not trying to do too much, go over the top with anything. So I'm going to go in with a random blending brush here. And I'm going to go into, I think I'm going to go into this shade here on the end and use just a little bit of that as my transition color. And as we all know, Huda's, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Huda's matte shadows are pretty good, pretty pigmented. Less effort to get a color payoff, that's for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. Now I'm not going to add much more than this to my transitional area. Let me see if I can reposition my mirror here. And I'm lightly just dusting over the edge of this color on in the transitional area. Okay. Take another blending brush, small blending brush here. And I think I'm going to go into the color on the opposite end. It's a little bit more deeper in a red shade than what I was already previously using. And I'm going to apply a touch of this to the outer portion of my eye. And then I'm going to go back in with my previous brush and blend that out. Okay, now next I'm going to go in with a flat shader brush here. And I think this is, yeah, one by Wet n Wild. The name is almost rubbed off on it, okay, because I use it so much. So I'm going to go into the lighter shade here at the top. And this is what I'm going to apply in the inner portion of my eyelid. Now I'm going to blend those two shades together. That's on the eyelid. You know, I am dealing with slight hooded eyes here, so I have to be careful on where I lay my eye color. Okay, again, I'm going to go with my first blending brush I had, and I'm going to blend around the edges of that over the top. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do to the eye look. So what I'm getting ready to do is hop off camera here. I'm going to take care of the other eye. I'll be back to join you guys shortly. Okay, guys, I'm back. Eyes are done. Lashes are on. So let's go ahead and get into the rest of this face, okay? Now, I've already done my moisturizing and priming. So we got that out of the way as well. So the next thing I'm going to do is and color correct the hyperpigmentation under my eye. So I do go in and use my NYX color correcting palette here. And so I'm going to use a small flat shader brush here. And I'm going to go into this concealer and take care of these under eye under eye hyperpigmentation that I have. Okay, so it's all the concealer that I'm gonna need under the eye area. Now I'm gonna go in with my dense brush here, and I'm gonna pat this into place just to diffuse it. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit there and do its thing while I go in and try a different technique I'm gonna use today. Now, I have seen this before, so normally I don't do any contouring whatsoever, but I did a video and I gave it a try, a different technique, and I did contour just a little bit in the cheek area, and so I tried that with that's where I seen that technique at from a young lady who's also on YouTube, and her name is Savannah Silva, by the way. She's the first person I seen to do that. Well, she's the only person I seen do that. So I said I tried it on another video I did, and I really liked the outcome of it. So what I'm gonna do is go in again with that same technique. And this time I'm also going to apply, do the same process as a blush shade, and see how that come out, because I didn't use any blush on the last time I did this technique here. So I'm going to try something else again different. So right now, we're going into the True Complexion palette, and I'm going into a much deeper shade here on the end, and I'm just going to lightly tap into that because this here is a cream, not a powder. And I'm going to gently buff this into the hollows of my cheeks. And I'm going to do the same to the other side. I don't want to make it too harsh, just so I won't have that straight dark color down both sides of my cheeks. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go in and try this little blush stick here. I have been having this for some years and never ever used it, as you can see. But I said, you know what? I'm going to give this a try again today too. Okay. And see how this works out. So I'm going to apply a little bit of this just to add a little color to my cheek. And because I do like the color. Okay. And with that as well, I'm going to take that same dense brush that I use, and I'm going to, you know, tap into this a little bit and blend it out right along with the contour color that I had applied. Just to give me a little color, a little rose to the cheeks, but not too much. Okay, I like how that looks, how that came out. Okay, so now what we're getting ready to do is I'm getting ready to go in with my Fenty foundation here, and this is in the shade 380. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try. And as I said before, I just tried this here recently. Um, I did like it, and it allowed me to use less product. Okay, now I tried to use as less product as possible anyway, but this allowed me to use even lesser. So you know, there was a win-win situation for me, because I try to use less product on the face, and again, I like the statement piece or the focal point be my eyes, if you will, and not my face. So I don't want a lot of heavy makeup on my face. So I'm taking the tail end of my sponge here, and I'm going to blend this in. Making sure I get this forehead here and around the brows. Okay, so we got that well blended out. So now I'm going to go into two different types of concealers. Again, I'm going to use the Too Faced in the shade medium, the one that I used on my eyelid here. And I apply very little of this, really. Okay, going down the bridge of my nose and on my chin. The only four places I apply concealer, right? Okay, now the next shade I'm going over that with is by Beauty Bakery. Unsure about what shade this is, so I will make sure everything that I use is in the description box below. So I'm going to tap over the lighter shade of concealer with just a little bit of this brown. You know, I like it, my highlighted area is bright, but not glowing bright. Okay, so I'm going to take the pointed end of my sponge here, and I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. Now, when blending under the eye, because I have mature skin and I have hyperpigmentation here already, I always tap under the eye and never swipe. Just light taps over the eyelid, under the eye, I should say, excuse me. And I repeat the process on the other eye. And then I take the tail end to blend out any harsh areas where I applied the concealer on underneath. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set this using my Sasha Buttercup powder. And I use very little of this to melt it into my face under the eye area. Now I need to set the bridge of the nose here and my chin. So far so good, guys. What do you think? Okay, so now that I have gotten that part out of the way, or that much out of the way, the next thing I'm going to do is go into some setting powder here. Well, not setting powder, excuse me, face powder. And this is the L'Oreal Infallible. So let me grab a big blending face brush here. Tap into this beautiful color and just add a little something to the face to set the rest of my face is pretty much what I'm getting ready to do with this. We don't have too many things left to do, guys. Not at all. So the next thing I'm going to do is going with another face powder. And this is the Milani. And what I'm going to do with this one here is I'm going to contour down the bridge of my nose. Okay, so okay, that will be it for the nose. And I'm going to lightly dust over top of it. Now what I need to do is set this face. Try to get rid of some of the powdery look that's on it, okay? So again, I'm going in with my Maracuja Mist here by Tarte. And I did receive this through a previous BoxyCharm box. So I'm going to tap that into place. Now the only thing left to do, guys, is put a little color on these lips. So I'm going to go with, this lip liner here. This is through St. Lux. Okay, it was a duo set. Again, I got in a previous BoxyCharm box. Now I'm kind of shading my lips in a little bit around the edges. Okay, then I'm going to go into a matte lip shade. Excuse me, I've been having for quite some time. This is by Ruby Kisses. And this is in the shade Easter Bunny. So it's more of a pinky matte shade. So I'm going to go in with this in the center of my lips. Okay, I like how that looks. So the last thing I'm going to do, which is something I really even do, because I love a matte lip. You know, I just think it stays much longer than gloss, because when you add gloss, you tend to have to repeatedly put it on throughout the day. And even more so in times we're dealing with now with masks on our face. Not to mention it messing up the inside of your mask as well. But this time I'm going into a shade called Lemonade in the center of my lip. Okay, guys, and that will complete this look. So you guys definitely let me know what you think of my eye look, my overall face work today. I think everything turned out pretty good. I'm liking the outcome of it. I like trying the technique with the contour and the blush, you know, prior to me applying my foundation. This is the second time that I've actually tried that, and I think I'm gonna make that a permanent thing in my makeup look, okay? Because like I said, I normally don't contour at all, you know, and if I do anything, it will be a light bronze around the perimeter of the face. But, you know, I'm kind of liking this without having to go in and do it later after I applied the foundation. Because not only that, I did a little bit, like I said, even with the blush color, it gave me a little color to my cheeks. And, you know, everything looks very cohesive and well put together. And my face don't look like I have a lot of makeup on it. And that's, you know, really what I was going for in the end. So with that being said, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you enjoyed spending some time sitting here watching me get myself together for the day. I don't want to continue to hold you guys. So without further ado, you guys continue to take care of yourself. Stay blessed out there. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.